Welcome to the Carpool Talk Show with Melissa Plaskoff. Mothers, fathers, nannies, babysitters, and anyone else stuck in the carpool line, this is where you want to wait. And now, here's your host, Melissa Plaskoff.
Welcome back to Carpool Convo. Today we have Vicki Griffith joining us in studio, and it's really exciting because personally I take dance from Vicki, and her energy and expertise is beyond any dance fitness instructor that I've had. But underneath the dance moves and the fun music is a story that explains how Vicki got to this place, and we're going to learn about it today. Welcome, Vicki.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So excited to have you. We danced this morning, and look, we even took a shower and we're here.
Yeah, clean up. I usually don't clean up till later on in the day, so
for me, it's like
it's a treat.
Big treat for my family.
Yeah,
I shower.
I think for a lot of women though, especially if you working, not working, you know, to make that time in the middle of the day because you had to get your workout in and then you got to go. Whether it's work or kids or whatever it is.
Whatever, right. There's not really time for that shower.
Yeah.
But we did it today. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to tell the listeners and viewers your story, because when we sat down and talked, you see you and you're totally in shape and you've got the best smile and obviously an amazing body. But there's a backstory that tells more about you and how you got to this place. So I'd love for you to share that.
Yeah, I actually didn't start out in fitness. I started out teaching school and went to TCU, and I taught school for 5 years and just started learning more about the body. Actually ventured off into pharmaceutical sales for a little bit. It wasn't my thing. So learned the body there, bits and pieces of it, and then put it all together more so in studying the body as far as fitness and nutrition. And the more I got into it, the more I realized the fitness side was great, and I loved helping both men and women, but I wanted to niche my business to specifically women because that's part of my journey was healing myself through health and fitness, and particularly dance. I gave up dance in college. I danced all through high school, and it was my happy place and kind of the place where I felt the most peace. And gave that up once I went to TCU because I was work, you know, gotta have a real career, can't dance professionally and go that route because, you know, there's a lot involved there. So I focused on teaching and just let the dance go. But once I started training people, I just decided one day I was gonna niche my business towards women, particularly because I was still healing a lot of things that I had been through as a woman, and I was stuck in a real masculine role. And as a trainer, I see a lot of female trainers get in this role of kind of hanging with the guys and putting on that tough exterior. Even a lot of members that I work with and clients at different facilities are stuck in that masculine role when we have to balance our masculine and our feminine. And in order to do that, I had to bring in the dance component. And other people do other things. They do yoga. That's a great way to balance the female and the masculine, the feminine and the masculine side. So I started bringing in the dance, and of course just decided, okay, I'm just going to niche my business particularly or just specifically to women, and make more of the dance, the dance that I do through fitness more healing, and helping people kind of just discover their feminine side again. And without being dirty, raunchy, or any of that, there is a feminine, there's a sensual component, and people just feel better, you know, male or female. But I just, you know, being obviously a woman, I know women better, and I just started to notice how my body started to change, and I wasn't so like just rigid and trying to get bulky and big. I kind of softened out and learned how to move.
And you also said something about scientifically, if you dance, everything changes.
Well, in the brain component, just really turning on different parts of the brain. There's so many. I wish I had the science, like the specifics on exactly what it does within the brain. I know it builds larger mitochondria. I can use a big word, and I am blonde, but. All of that said, there's an energy that happens, and when you're happy, you make better choices throughout the day, whether that be with nutrition or whatever you're doing throughout the day. You just have that, and it also affects your serotonin levels, so you're going to increase the serotonin levels. one thing I took from pharmaceutical sales. I learned a lot about the brain, but once you're happy and you have that elevated mood, you can carry that throughout the day. So again, you're nicer to maybe your spouse, your kids, anybody that you're working with, or just to yourself. And mainly that was my big thing. I was in kind of beat up mode, and I see a lot of trainers in our industry and just women and men in general that go to beating themselves up, when actually my little catchphrase is train, not drain. You shouldn't leave my class hurting and beat down. You want the feeling of a good workout, that you're energized and that you can do the same as or more the next day, not where you can't get out of bed. That's not the purpose, because consistency is the purpose, and feeling good throughout the day. And movement that makes sense.
It's like almost like movement with a purpose.
Exactly. Instead of just going in and doing our typical workouts where we don't understand different movement patterns or staying in one plane of motion. That's another thing that I see. Dance actually gets people moving in all different planes of motion, which is really great as we get older. And you don't have to hop or jump around in my dance classes. So I'm actually exploring a new dance form too. I'm kind of putting a few together that is not going to be any weight bearing, so that we can carry this on forever, because knees start coming into play. You have to have the right shoes and all of that.
Right.
But it can be actually healing in finding something that you love, whether it be tennis, golf, or something that is active that you love. You can do it more consistently and not dread it.
And I think another thing is setting that positive example for your children. So in our family, and I'm not saying that, of course I'm setting the positive example for my children, no, but I love the dance classes. And with your videos, so Vicki makes these videos, and they're all of the dances that we do in class, and we put them on, and I'm not going to say as a family, my husband sits and watches and claps.
But he could.
He's really good. And
they usually are. They just need a little push or a little alcohol.
Listen, right. But my kids, it's so fun. We get out there and they watch Vicki's videos and they dance and they want the music, and my little baby, who's not even 2, is going nay, 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 because she wants to do it. But I think what you're saying is find something you love, find your passion, an active passion, so you can move. And we all sit around so much these days that it's so healthy. And once we do that for ourselves, it kind of it's like the pebble in the water, the ripple effect, it'll feed out to everyone else.
Right, and it's interesting, I've had so many posts recently that when I post on Facebook a video of the week, many comments that come to me, I have 2 left feet, but I want to do this dance workout that you're doing. And I encourage everybody to try it, because if I had a video camera to film some of the people that I know, the one class that that I met you in, to watch their progression, and they're adding on certain things to routines that we've done for a while.
They're adding their own freestyle, their own kind of twist on spin on it, right? Yeah.
And everybody's got different movement capabilities. Right. I always say that if you like Bollywood, you might like Bollywood or Broadway, or you're into twerking. That seems like the word of the day, or the dance form, which is really, I don't think it's a dance form. But I feel everybody has something, and so that's why my dance class, we incorporate all different dance styles. So there's something for everybody.
I couldn't agree more.
The most important thing is letting go of what you think it needs to be, and I try to make that, because I'm very I just make myself, laugh at myself the entire class. So hopefully I create that environment where people
you don't even realize you've worked out and you've burned 1,000 calories.
And we do have proof that is 900 to 1,000 calories when a couple of my girls wear the Fitbit. There's also a newer one that's more accurate. I'm not sure which one that is, but
it's working. And let me tell you, Vicki Griffith on YouTube, find the videos. I want to talk about a recent story. So you had a bride, a client that you helped, and I saw a video on YouTube that just made me want to cry, because you're changing lives. Meeting a guy, she just got married. She sent a video that I saw from California saying, I have a little Vicki on my shoulder because I just did it. I just hiked up this mountain, and without you, I couldn't have done it. So I think what you're doing is you're changing lives, and I wish that you could get out there to everyone in the world and share your joy and your energy and your aura, because you have the capability and expertise to help so many women, and I hope that women will go to your YouTube channel and come to your classes and experience the real Vicki, because it's truly life-changing.
Well, thank you so much. The live classes are what feeds me, and the reason that I feel so drawn to do the YouTube, which I can't figure out all the technology behind it and how to get subscribers and likes and all of that, but the reason I know I need to do it is because of the stories that I get that women that cannot come to class, they're afraid of it. They're going through maybe a death of their spouse or something, but they're dancing in their home or doing one of my little workout videos at home. It's kind of like, cleaning before, you have a cleaning service come in or whatever.
Right.
They're trying to do everything at home so they can feel good about themselves. So I feel very called to do those videos still out, at home, because that's safe. That is a safe environment. I hope to one day be in a space where it is safe for everybody to come in. I'm now traveling around, and all these places are really safe, but I want people to be able to feel like they can, do my classes and my workouts and not be, feel judged.
Right.
So,
well, I mean, you're unbelievable, and thank you for giving us the ab workout for the front seat of the car.
gotta see
Make
that.
sure and
Yeah.
catch that,
Yeah.
our viewers and listeners. And
I'm still trying to stay in neutral
I know,
spine.
I'm trying to just try to
Yeah.
sit
Yeah.
here and contract a little bit. I don't know if that's even right, but thank you. And check out Vicki's YouTube channel, Vicki Griffith, on YouTube, and like her on Facebook. Where else can we find you?
I think that's it right now. I do need to do this Periscope thing that we are talking about. I don't have a Twitter account or anything. I need someone. I'm going to find someone that will take that over. Anyone wants to take it over, over here.
Let Vicki
on
know. Reach out to
Periscope.
Vicki. Thank you so much. And Carpool Convo will be back after these messages.
Hi, this is Vicki Griffith with Carpool Convo, and I'm going to take you through a short ab workout you can do while you're in line waiting for carpool. So let's get started. So I've already gone to a forward position because this is what we naturally want to go to. So I want you to sit up tall, shoulders down and back, squeeze those shoulder blades together in the back. Belly is engaged. So I always cue this in my classes, neutral spine. So let's get there. So you're gonna tilt your pelvis forward. This is part of the ab work. Forward, we don't want that. If we stood up right now, our glutes would be really soft. It's not a good look. And then tilt back. That's an anterior tilt. We don't want that. That puts stress on the back and also makes our abs go weak. We wanna be right in between. So let's do that again. Tilt forward, tilt back, come right into neutral, and then bring those shoulders down again. And you're already working your abdominals there. So abs, glutes are nice and, well, not too tight, kind of relaxed. And here, let's start some movement. So first of all, what we don't do enough in nature, we do a lot with our hip flexors because we sit in a flex position. So I want you to sit up tall, and let's take the hip flexors out of it and actually do a rotation. So we're gonna rotate to the right, keeping the chest lifted, rotate to the left, we're working the waistline. Yeah, just don't hit your windows if you're sitting in the car. You kind of have to navigate that. Okay, so here you want it a little bit easier, or actually this is gonna make it a little bit harder because the load is further away from your abdominals. Then here, you might have to bend your elbows a little bit or bring them in here as you turn so you don't hit the steering wheel. And right, center, and left, center. Now, another one you can do is hands up here, pulling the belly towards the spine in that neutral spine, which by the way, you have a slight arch in that back, not too much of an arch. And then we go right, come center, left, come center, right, feeling the waistline, left. Let's do it one more time. And right, because y'all are doing it with me. And left, and whoo, just as much as you can, take the hip flexors out of the picture. That's so we can work the belly.
Because we've had babies.
Yes, most of us, yeah.
Most of us.
Yeah, and it's good for people that haven't had babies too, to stay in that neutral spine. I say in class, get into the neutral spine and then stay there the rest of the day, because that's where we should always stay. Because once we go into this posture, this forward posture, then if I got up and you see that, if you have a sports car too, watch that posture. Then we're gonna go into this position. It's not pretty. So we wanna keep the glutes and abs engaged, and yeah, that's it.